friend, welcome back to our channel. I am kicking off 2022 with a brand new round of trash that I have finished off. As always, I will leave timestamps down below for you. This is a really good collection of different types of things, but I'm gonna go ahead and start with a whole pocket of Fortune Cookie soap products. So my first two products, Fortune Cookie soap, are actually being decluttered. I have had these two carpet deodorizers for quite some time. This came, I think it was last January, maybe February, in their Golden Girls box. This was back in St. Olaf, and then this came in my Hansel and Gretel 2020 Halloween box. This is called the Oven Roasted Witch. I basically had avoided using them because I wasn't quite sure what their purpose was. And then upon reading the instructions for the upteenth time, it basically sounds like they're supposed to provide a nice refreshing scent in your area that you have carpets. So I ended up sprinkling both of these in different carpets in my house, waiting, I think it was 5 to 10 minutes, I think it says, and then vacuuming. I didn't get any different experience except that it took me longer to vacuum because I had to powder this first and then vacuum it up. I'm just not sold on the experience, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of these. Keeping with household goods, I also have finished off a laundry detergent. This is Prince Valium. I don't really know what scent this was. I picked this up because I had a code, and then these were also on a little bit of a sale because I think sometimes they just try to clear stuff out. The scent of this was fine. I don't find, truthfully, that it matters what the scent is of the laundry detergent because I don't find that it really lingers on my clothes the way Tide or Downy would particularly, but I like this because it's an alternative to those heavy types of cleaners. I feel like I'm not wasting money. There's no water mix in this. It's pure straight up laundry detergent, and it does the same, if not better job than what I was using before. So I have solely switched over to Fortune Cookie soap. I have another one that I also bought at the same time that was also on sale, but this one was nice. Like I said, it does the job. I don't care a ton about scent for this because it doesn't really matter. It's one of those totalitarian types of products. Two more Fortune Cookie soap items that I have. First is the It's a Duty toilet spray, basically their version of potpourri. This is in the scent Danger Zone. I have had these in a bunch of scents. This is, I think, the second, or I currently have another one of this exact one that came out. I got a bunch of these in Get What You Get bags, and that's what I've been using instead of having room sprays in my bathroom. These work really effectively. The scent of this is pleasant. I do like that not only does it cover up the poop smell, but it also leaves a nice smell. It's a very strong smell that you get in your bathroom too. So I would say if I ever get to a place where I am out of these, because they last a really long time, at least in our house they do, I might be inclined to buy one. I really loved the scent that they had in the Easter box. We used that up super fast because it smelled really nice. This one was good. I don't know what collection it was, did the job. And like I said, I think I have another one of the exact scent currently out in our bathroom. Final thing we've got is the Fortune Cookie soap, not too shabby chic Fortune Cookie actual soap, bar of soap. I go through these really fast. I use them as a body soap and they're shaped like a Fortune Cookie. I don't know if they're meant to be a hand soap or a body soap, but they're glycerin based, so they move really fast. That's kind of why I like to use them. I get nice, easy victories. And I basically do a double body cleanse in the shower. I will do bar soap first, and then I will do the shower gel experience afterwards. It's how I've rolled for basically all of my life, and this was fine for the job. So we'll continue on with a couple more shower products coming off of that bar soap. I have one from Ben. This is the Adidas 3-in-1 Body Hair Face Dynamic Pulse Peppermint Scent Shower Gel. These are what Ben was using before I got him all in on the men's line from Bath & Body Works. He was big into these shower gels. These smell very similar to the Bath & Body Works ones. I used to find them at TJ Maxx, Marshalls. Occasionally we'd find them at an Ocean State job lot, sometimes at a Walmart. They weren't consistent to find, so it wasn't always easy. But now that we've moved on to the Bath & Body Works line, he doesn't really use these. I just pull them out every time for him to kind of get them used up. I don't think he has any more of these, but if he does, I'll be sure to include them if he finishes them off. As for me, I finished off the last scrub trio that I got from the Tree Hut line for their winter scents. It was in the scent Candy Cane. So this was actually the most surprising of the 3 scents in there. I liked this one the most. I find it surprising because I am not a fan of the peppermint scent that Bath & Body Works comes out with every single winter. I tried it once and it just wasn't my jam. I don't like the cooling sensation of it. I didn't love the smell of it, but this is like a sweet peppermint scent. It's not overly minty. It reminds me of a Bath & Body Works candle. I want to say it was like peppermint marshmallow. I feel like that's the candle this reminds me of. It is so yummy. I am toying with buying a full size of it because I really do like it. I'm not in the need for Tree Hut scrubs right now because I have a few currently in the collection, but this is probably the most seasonally appropriate one that I recently finished off. And I will say the 5.5 ounces in here, I used after I think like 2.5 showers, this was gone. So I can go through this pretty fast. I think if it is on sale and I'm like placing an order, or I happen to be like in a store where I see it, I probably would buy it. But if you're somebody who likes like sweet peppermint scents, I definitely would recommend this one. Real fast, I have 2 nail items, both seasonal ones I bought for this year. The first ones are these from Impress. They're the Impress color line in the shade Emerald. They don't say that this is limited edition, so maybe this will stick around, but they launched these around the time they released all their winter nails. I love the color of these. They are a really deep evergreen type of shade. My only complaint was these were a little bit difficult to keep on my nails. I felt like they were popping off just a few days after applying them. I noticed sometimes there's like this tipping point with their nails where if they're too hard and they don't have enough give, they tend to pop off more easily. And then if they're too soft, they're a pain in the butt because then they like don't hold their form at all. These felt a little bit more on the too hard spectrum. I would still get them again because I love the color so much. I mean, I wore them twice. It didn't stop me from wearing them twice, but definitely not my favorite in the sense of durability. On the flip side, we have these Dashing Diva Magic Press nails. I never know what these actually are named because the seal that they have is where the name is, and I always peel that off. But basically, these were a really gorgeous matte French winter type of pattern. However, sadly, I noticed this with nails as well, whether it's Dashing Diva or Impress, the matte like layer or coating isn't always very durable. So I started to get lots of chips on the blue matting, which drove me insane. So even though the nails were holding up really well, like on my actual fingers, the pattern was wearing away in a not so cute way. So I decided to not wear these a second time and just call it quits because I just find that sometimes matte nails aren't the greatest. If I didn't like the pattern so much, I wouldn't have purchased them, but I did. So I just need to kind of remind myself whenever I see matte nails that they just don't hold up super well and I should stay away from them even though they make some really great, cute patterns. I have a 1 hair item. This is the L'Oreal Blow Dry Quick Dry Primer Spray. Cuts dry time and it's a heat protectant. I love this stuff for this time of year. I think it's my 2nd or 3rd bottle of it. Basically what happens is I am a night showerer and I typically don't love to blow dry my hair. I'm actually not very good at it and it just makes my hair massive because I do straighten my hair. I have naturally like wavy curly-esque hair with a lot of volume. And so I find that at this point in the year, showering at night, my hair does not naturally dry overnight by itself. So I spray a little bit of this in and it definitely helps my hair completely dry out by the morning. I may have like a little bit of dampness that I can just take my Revlon like brush, like my heated brush and work it through there. And then all of a sudden I can straighten my hair, no problem. This stuff is lovely. I will not rebuy it though, which famous last words, because I'm trying to use up the Briogeo version of it. The Briogeo is not a spray, it's a cream and it's a little bit heavier. It like weighs my hair down a little bit more than this does. I definitely don't think if you're somebody who has thin hair, you would like this, or if you don't have hair that can absorb product and not look greasy, because I think this definitely has potential to do that. The Briogeo one definitely like walks that line if I'm not super careful, but I'm gonna try holding off on buying this again until I finish off that one and then I'll go back to my preferred one. Few other like one-off ones that I have a tiny bio oil. This is a skincare oil that I'm using specifically for my baby bump to help avoid stretch marks and avoid like the itchiness of my bump as I keep expanding as we get closer and closer to my due date. I ran out of the larger one I talked about in my last trash talk of 2021 and was using one that I picked up from Earth Mama Organics, and that one wasn't working. So while I was waiting for a larger one to come in the mail, I was trying to just use the one that I have and it wasn't working. So I popped into a Target and picked up this tiny little guy, which was super expensive for what it was, and finished it off really fast because it's just not even a full fluid ounce. And I've now gone back to my larger size of bio oil, and hopefully that will carry me through the rest of my pregnancy. But this stuff has been lovely. I'm really using it more for the moisturizing property. I mean, I haven't gotten stretch marks yet, but I don't know if it's probably because of this. I just care more that I'm not like scratching at my stomach, which around week 20 was starting to happen because I was just naturally stretching more and my body lotion wasn't doing enough to keep me hydrated. I have a perfume. This is from my 2018 Super Tarts Advent Calendar. This is the Black Lingonberry Cream Perfume. They tend to do this in their advent calendars. They throw in like body care items from time to time or like other bonus items. I liked this scent, but not on my body. So I used it as a car spray and finally finished it off. It was nice for that purpose, but I would not buy this. And our last one-off item is in the makeup category. It's the e.l.f. Daily Brush Cleaner. I don't know what's going on, but I can once again only find the small sizes. The jumbo sizes last me a lot longer. They're a lot better value for your dollars, but I use this every single day to spritz my brushes, wipe them off. I feel like it keeps them, one, clean, which allows me to be able to use them every single day and have different color combos and not worry about remnants on the brush. I also think it's helped my brushes live a longer life because they're not getting beaten down by as much grime and wear and tear. Because again, this takes me like less than a minute to do every single day. I love this stuff, but hopefully can start to find the jumbo sizes again because I blow through these way too fast. Our last category is skincare. I've got a bunch of full-size skincare that I finished off, which is great. The first thing I have is the toner that I was using after I finished my Paula's Choice. I received this last year in PR. It's the AHA, BHA, PHA 30 Days Miracle Toner with real tea tree from the brand Some By Me. So this I pulled out after using the Paula's Choice because I was pretty sure it was basically the same thing, and it was. I think this is nice. I think I would go with either one. They both have a really positive impact on my skin. I have since switched over to another toner that I had in my closet. So again, it'll be a while before I can purchase either one of these, but it was good. If you find yourself on the Stylovana website, feel free to pick this up because I had good results with it. From that same PR package, I also have finished off a cleanser. This is the Hamish All Clean Green Foam pH 5.5 Balancing Facial Cleanser. This was also lovely. This is a weird texture. It had almost like a Vaseline type of texture. So you'd squeeze a little bit out, you'd get like a little bit of water, mix it in, and then it would kind of foam up, which was nice. I thought this was really helpful for combating acne or oily based skin. It took me a super long time to finish this up, but I will say I love that it just ended up being the perfect packaging. I was never having to really fuss to squeeze to get product out. It always would collect at the very bottom. I use this both at times in my shower, at times as my morning cleanse. It really was delightful. And again, if I was making a purchase from Stylovana, I probably would pick this up again. I have a nasty habit though of hoarding these types of cleansers. So I'm not in the market for a cleanser right now, but this one was really delightful to use. Finished off the sample of my beloved eye cream. This is the Believe in Truth Moisturizing Eye Balm. This is stupid expensive, but it is the only eye cream I can use this time of year that allows my Sahara under eye desert eyes to feel some sense of moisturization. I use it twice a day. Without using this, I find that my under eyes get really, really dry, which leads to concealer sinking in a really unflattering way under my eyes. It's just not pleasant. So I have since purchased the full size of this, now using it. Loving it. I do have a small like backstock of other creams that I was using for my eyes in hopes that those would help offset having to buy this. But alas, they cannot be used this time of year because they are just not as hydrating as this puppy is. And then to round it all off, we have some masks. So I have one foot mask that was not in my project Use It Up. It's from the brand Holler and Glow. It's the Perfect Petty. So I didn't realize this when I bought it, but it's the Transforming Intensive Foot Peel. So it basically is one of those masks that you put on your feet for about an hour, and then over the course of like a 10-day period, your feet are supposed to peel. Had I known that, I probably wouldn't have bought it because I'm not real into the idea of those masks, but I had it, so I figured I'd use it. It was fine. I didn't have a super transformative experience. I don't know if that's because of the mask or because my feet just weren't caked in dry foot skin. I don't really know, but I just am not a big fan of that experience. I prefer just a standalone 20-minute hydration foot mask, and now I'm officially out of foot masks, which is so sad. But like I said, it was the last one I had, so I'm glad I used it. I then have 3 masks, all of which came from my Face Story box that I got in December. So I have the Dido Skin Rubios Tea Time Mask. I have the Skin Maman Squalane Essence Mask Home Aesthetic, and the Daily Veggie Mask from Yada with wine in it. This actually had like a red tint. They were all lovely. They helped moisturize my skin. They were super soft. I really love the quality of their masks. None of them were too saturated or too slippy on my face, which was great. So really happy that I'm resubscribed to Face Story for the next year, and pleased that I managed to use up a good bit of masks already. All right, my friends, so there you have it, the first round of trash for the 2022 year. I so appreciate you being here and hearing my thoughts on these items, and I look forward to talking with you in the next video real soon. Bye.